of 3 days. We are now into day 2, where we enjoyed an exciting morning session, and we're now looking forward to more of the same with 15 new bouts to look forward to. My name's Simon Wilcox, your commentator, and by my side, as he has been since the opening ceremony, Anthony Sims, who enjoyed the morning session as much as I did. Some great action there, Anthony, this morning.
We did. We had some great action. We saw the speed of some of our lighter weight fighters.
We have pushed the boat out here, as you'd expect, in the traditional home of martial arts, China. As you can see, our judges are on the way in. We have plenty to look forward to, 15 fights, and once again, I sound like a broken record now, but there are many of these guys just as important. You know all about that, Anthony, being a referee yourself.
Sure, Simon. We have something that the viewers can look forward to. We might be unveiling sort of the next evolution in our GoPro.
Exactly.
Simon, we can expect this afternoon. The venue is warmer. We've pulled in a crowd, a larger crowd, so we can expect some of our home country favorites to be emboldened by the cheers for them. But just in the afternoon, we probably, as we did yesterday.
Well, that finishes off the action for the ladies. Now we move on to the men. It's going to be fast and furious again here. All right, okay. We start the ball rolling with the men. A 48-kilogram Wuminduk. We're so used to seeing the protective gear. It looks rather strange when they get up without it. That's a change for this World Cup. If you haven't been with us earlier, no protective head or body gear for the men.
And that was from the center of the leg tie off.
So, good start for the Egyptian.
Here's a nice right hand.
Timing that well. He was on the move as well. Oh my.
Here's the case in those lower weight men's categories that you look for the speed, and we see both fighters ready to pounce any second there.
Go so quickly as well. Small men with big hearts. And so far, a tight first round, this one. Not much happening at the moment. Wuminduk.
Well, both fighters very much aware that their opponent is fast, and so trying to stay outside of a kicking and punching distance means that you end up clinching once you get in, and that was the admonition from the warning from the platform referee.
An exchange.
This is our first throw. Vu a little frustrated that
messing with that head kick.
But this is a better example of Vu's balance.
Oh, Did he get that in time?
No, he didn't.
He didn't. Well, it's a shame because it might have helped him, but they're happy with that first round. A very strong start for the Egyptian. Showed his intentions early on.
And
that was it. That's how the fight started. Good strength and balance, the Egyptian. Looks fully focused, listening to every word from the coach. Some work here for Woo-min-duk to do if he wants to make that final tomorrow.
So Woo doesn't have bad balance. But Omar was oppressive and continued pushing him off from the middle of the platform. Woo was on one leg. So Woo has skills that we may see if he turns it up in this round. Both fighters have speed. It's a matter of whether the techniques connect and are scoring techniques, but they're fast.
Well, Woo was able to time his opponent twice in that first round.
A nice combination there for Omar.
Caught him with the right coming in on 2 occasions. And now he's trying to turn the tables here, being the aggressor. And let's see how that works out for him.
This is a good competitive matchup. Good timing for Woo.
Inside the last minute there.
There's a nice flurry there from Omar.
He's got some hand skills of his own.
And that's why Woo has kept this fighting distance. He knows that his opponent has fast technique. So he's staying out of his fighting distance, but it's not allowing him.
Well, there was an opening there. He was off balance for a second. Omar.
Just for a second. Woo wasn't able to capitalize on that.
This is going to be tight. Still enough time for this to swing either way.
This is where Woo's corner needed to let him know how close it is. Oh,
and there's
those punches
two
just made the difference.
Over to the judges, let's see. Well, this is going to be close, Anthony. Well, it goes to blue.
So Woo's able to shift that.
So not getting paid fully for those 2 punches at the end. But still everything to play for, everything to fight for. Well, this one, an exciting fight. He did well to get himself back into this. Woo-min-duk. He has enough in his arsenal. He must have felt that in those first 2 rounds to actually bring this home. I'm sure that's what the coach is telling him. And those exchanges with the hands, Anthony, went in the way of the Egyptian. So maybe that's worth persevering with.
Well, I'd like to see if Woo's able to mount some more combinations here. Omar clearly initiates getting inside and striking. There's a good reaction speed from Woo. but to every 2 or 3 techniques that Vu has, Omar seems to be throwing 4.
Having no problem with the orthodox stance.
Beautiful combination there, leading with the thigh kick and right cross.
And he felt that as well. Come shield out. There was a slight grimace there as well. He was caught by that right hand. Obviously did some damage. Maybe needed the breather. So nothing on the board so far.
Vu showing some
Egyptian.
good reaction. There you got a punch in. There's a penalty for clenching.
Let's level things up. Oh, it's wide open once again. Halfway through this round, and it can still go either way.
There's a nice right
Booming
cross
right
again.
cross.
And a throw.
And both these fighters know how tight this is. Advantage Vietnam at the moment. Just misses with that sharp right hand.
So you see Vu's strategy of once Omar's in, he's leading with his hands. He knows he's been effective with those punches, and there's a clinch against red.
Not seeing as much on the inside now from the Egyptian. Maybe starting to tire. Not letting those hands go as readily as he did in the first 2 rounds, and that might be costly.
Well, you hear his coaches over there. They're looking at the score, and they can see.
Inside the last 10 seconds, and the Egyptian is behind. Needs a big finish here.
There's a balance.
Oh, that was a good fight. Very tight fight.
This competitive fight, it went to 3 rounds.
It's gone in favour of Vietnam. Hurt in some way. Ahmed Omar.
Well, it's always tough when it goes to 3 rounds and you feel like you have it on your gloves. And you watch his opponent come back in the second round.
Certainly gave it a go.
And he took some punishing blows. But again, these fighters are fighting at a very high level of competition. So
on that subject, let's talk about Selahattin Yildiz, the bronze medalist. This could be just as tight, this one. Turkey in blue, India in red.
First round begins.
look at the speed of these opening seconds of the match there, Simon. Solid techniques.
Both fighters off the mat, no score.
Nice roundhouse kick.
Good defense from the Indian. Quick feet to get himself out of trouble. not that time.
We have medical injury here. Some medical attention.
Bleeding from the mouth, by the look of things.
It's a nice roundhouse kick. See some fast legs from both fighters.
Uchit Sharma from India has the slight edge.
And a beautiful throw.
Showing good strength there. Pick his man up. And looking to counter with that straight left after capturing the leg of the Indian. Just off target. You can actually hear that one. Just evading that right hand.
It's a nice kick.
Two big
from
kicks.
Yildiz. Beautiful. Beautiful throw from Sharma.
Good technique from the Indian. Just pulling away towards the end of this first round.
So Simon, we're used to hearing the sound of the kicks and punches hitting the gear, but all of these sounds are from hitting the body.
Taken some punishment, both of these fighters already in this first round.
Another throw, but actually Yildiz. Okay, he almost.
Double figures right across the board for Sharma.
A little bit of desperation in the techniques coming from Yildiz there in the last few seconds.
I think he was. He realised he was way behind there. Sharma, silver medalist from the Worlds, showing his class there. He's been caught in the eye. Uchit Sharma. Hopefully that won't hamper him going forward. So here we go then with round two. Turkey in the form of Selahattin Yildiz behind in this bout.
Wow. It's beautiful to see the way Sharma drops down. He drops so low.
It's the second time he's done it, and it's reaped its reward.
That's a nice push kick there. Yildiz is going in. He has heavy punches, but setting up for the heavy punches against Sharma, who moves beautifully around the Lei Tai.
As you talked about, he actually varies how high he's standing as well, so it's difficult to try and time with the hands. He's bobbing and weaving all the time. Very light on his feet as well. An elusive target.
Look at how low he went to get him.
This is a very impressive performance so far from Uchit Sharma, who looks as though he's on his way to the final. A look of resignation already about Yildiz.
Well, Yildiz felt this same dynamic at the end of the last round, and here we're into the first minute feeling it.
That's another example of what you've talked about throughout the 2 days of competition. The way they slowly build up the points total. These class fighters don't seem to be doing too much, but everything they do results in a score.
Sure, we've seen some of our fights, Simon, in double digits by now as we near the 40-second mark of our 40 seconds left in our
second round here.
Right. It's not that Sharma has built up so many points, but the techniques, Yildiz can feel that he's controlling the points.
And it's not just physically demanding, it's mentally draining.
Yes.
Every time you come in to attack, it ends up with you going further behind. Must be absolutely soul-destroying for a fighter. That's exactly what's happening here.
Well, Sharma's showing us why he was a medalist.
If he can fight like this in the final, he's going to be in with a chance without a doubt.
He picks him up and throws him down.
It looks as though he's running away for an instant, but it's just luring him into the trap. He'll try and do it again. It's a very confident performance. You can hear the crowd here, very appreciative. There's a knowledgeable crowd here, as you'd expect in China. And the sport arose. It certainly fits the bill from Uchit Sharma, who's through to the final at the expense of Selahattin Yildiz. So a win for India. You can be happy with that. All the training has paid off. Time for a smile as we move ahead to the men's 56 kilogram category. That strength again. Very impressive. We move ahead. Kyrgyzstan against Egypt of Azbek Amanbekov. Wasn't a bronze medal match, so both walked away with a bronze medal. And in the middle, our friend from Kazakhstan, Alexander. Amanbekov in red, Shahata in blue. And first blood, Shahata.
So we can see that Amanbekov is going to rely on his wrestling skills, his throws here. Trying to get another off platform, and the round is done.
Oh, that was quick. Inside a minute.
Winner of the first round is blue side. 观众朋友们，刚才我们介绍，如果在比赛中运动员身体的任何部位支撑了台下，或者好通过练或者支撑，
Oh, sorry, Shahata.
对方得2分。如果运动员
The job done quickly in that
2次下台，根据竞赛规则，
first round.
本局比赛对方获胜。由于在本局比赛中，红方运动
As
员
you say, we haven't seen much
所以
striking at all.
No. In fact, the first off-platform technique actually initiated closer to the middle of the lei tai, and when he realized he could get him off the platform, he took him to the edge of the platform. They weren't close to the edge of the platform, so we see this
of
lower
thoughts.
body strength of Shahata. Wouldn't be surprised if
Tries to do the same again.
absolutely.
Oh, anything you can do.
What a great response there from Avazbek.
Made it look so easy as well. It certainly isn't.
Both fighters willing to come out and take things up a notch.
New level of energy here from the man from Kyrgyzstan. So he's launched a comeback here. Amanbekov.
One of the things about combat sports is it's unpredictable. You don't know what technique your opponent is going to give you. Here's penalty against blue after an appointed attack.
That definitely puts Amanbekov ahead here in this second round.
Beautiful left
picks
cross
him off.
there.
Well, that was wonderfully timed. A lot of movement for him to deal with, but still hits him plumb. It'll be interesting to see how the judges scored that.
Both fighters very evenly matched in this round with a lot of active fighting. So it's just been a great, you see, he's able to stay on platform.
Wonderful defense there on one leg, somehow managing to stay on the Leitai.
What a nice throw there around his back.
One arm. Incredible strength. Looks as though he's going to take this round, and he certainly deserves it.
Beautiful right hand.
I wonder what they said to him at the end of that first round. It only lasted a minute, don't forget.
Look at the confidence in his step, leaving the Leitai.
Well, we thought it could be over quickly, this match.
To turn this match around for him.
And look in his eyes there, he's completely fired up. Well, there's that strength.
Beautiful.
That he demonstrated on more than one occasion in that round. I do hope they show the one-arm lift.
There it is.
Well, that's certainly the move of the night so far. Let's put him right back in everything to fight for here as we go into a deciding round. Too much water. And the fighter slipping the punches due to excess fluids. Now we'll see.
Third round begins.
I just get the feeling that these early exchanges could shape the whole round. At the end of that second round, Amanbekov bubbling with confidence. Can he keep the momentum going? Starting to find his range in that second round as well, with some of his striking.
It's a beautiful example of Azabekov able to convert a throw that was initiated by Shahata. So we see him feeling his zone in the fight this second and third round.
detailed left hand from Shahata.
And he's down.
Off balance after missing with that left hand, was finally punished.
You see Azabekov controlling the center of the ring and controlling the exchanges.
Just over halfway through, and he's pulling away here from Kyrgyzstan.
There's an pointed attack there.
Okay, reaching in, leaving himself off balance.
Azabekov has been able to show his footwork and keeping the distance, and so we do see Shahata having to reach in for his punches.
Well, it's a dangerous game.
He just went down for the leg, and
exactly what you were saying. Just pulled away, and he overreached and fell on the late eye because of it. It's costly.
You can see Azabekov has found a groove for himself. Look at the way he's controlling his space. So there's an example of his balance. He went off early on in the round.
What happened in that first round? He was caught cold, obviously. Came back very impressively.
Pretty decisive.
I wonder if his coach will admonish him for that first round.
Yeah, I think he redeemed himself quite well against a good fighter. Shahata gave him a fight. We've seen some fights where the fighter has not been at the same level. These guys started out very competitive, but he was up against a fighter that just got better as the round
went
progressed.
Through the gears.
Yeah.
Oh, another impressive finish. Birkov, our winner. Next up, the men's 60-kilogram category. And a match between India and Philippines, and more of the same. It's two bronze medalists from the go head-to-head. Surya Banu Pratap Singh from India and Francisco Solis from the Philippines.
Well, I remember watching both of these fighters fight as a judge, and we should be in store for a good fight.
It's been a mixed bag so far for India this evening. Wins and losses. Let's see how it goes for Singh.
Solis trying to get an off platform there early on, and Singh unwilling to let go. Crowd has an appreciation for that.
Hand in hand. Very impressive beard, I have to say, on Singh.
Look at nice exchange.
Well, punching, looking to set him up so he could push him off the lay tie.
Look at the hands. Solis's hands are
two quick right hands.
When Solis has Singh lined up, it's not just one punch, it's at least two or three.
Finds his way through with a straight left there.
Beautiful. Look at the combinations. Singh's got a nice, strong roundhouse kick there. Both fighters off the platform again. It's an entertaining fight, if nothing else.
The crowd are liking it. Almost glued together there as they came off the lay tie. Another left that finds its way through the guard.
It's a nice combination from Singh.
First time he's really found his range. Solis found his far earlier in this first round. He's been paid for it, but The Indian coming back. More of a slap than a punch.
Singh has this slapping. Notice that early on in their exchanges, it's sort of this right slap to the punch. Solid right.
And a big kick as well. Through the body of the Filipino. Gets two of his own, and another one. Well, that was a tight round, but it's gone in favour of India.
That round went back.
Of similar class. Things can change so quickly.
What Singh was able to do is to give more punches and kick combinations. Made the difference in mounting a few more points there. He knows that he wasn't overwhelmed by his opponent, but he clearly saw a shift.
Both fighters pretty open when they do let go with the hands. Someone does get in with a big punch, and it could get really interesting. Good defense there.
There are combinations from Singh, and
still nothing on the board for Solis. Big kick, whistles past the head there of Solis.
That slapping punch again. Again.
Awkward looking punch. I'm not sure if he's getting paid for it. Maybe is that something you know inside of the glove? Does that still count? Or
it counts if it's a clear technique. But it is an unusual technique, and there's Solis off the platform. So within 45 seconds, Singh has built up a sizable lead.
So needs to step it up a gear here, Solis.
Over twice off the lay time.
Crowd laughing at all's fair in love and war. The main thing is that he did get him off the platform, and that gives the win to Surya Bhanu Pratap Singh. It's another win for India. Pretty decent evening so far for the Indians. Two wins for the men, Uchit Sharma, and now his teammate Singh going through to the final. As we look ahead to the men's 65 kilogram class.
And as you can hear from the audience, we must have a country favorite here.
We are right on the mark. World champion last year. He's up against one of the fighting brothers, Magomed Abdulkalikov from Russia. Brother fights in the 75 kilogram class. This is the 65. We'll see his brother later on. Also against a Chinese fighter. Certainly not shy here. Abdulkalikov.
As an example of what balance is like. His foot was on his shoulder. He fought off the throw. It's training.
Defending the kick well. Russian getting caught with the left as he came in. At the moment it is Blue that has the advantage. Now doing their best to energise their man. Now the balance has swung in favour of China.
There's another takedown. Give China 2 more points there. And we see maybe Fu is going to unleash more punches here. What we can see with Fu is really excellent footwork and shifting the fighting distance, as an example. He has the longer reach, but yet he's been feeling out his opponent and been able to stay out of his striking distance and solid left in just when he steps.
Proving evasive now. The Chinese. Counter at the end of the round. And it's China in front, but not by much. This match very much alive.
And the first round. 第一局比赛，东方胜。Winner of the first round is right side.
前腿一打出来，不是踢出来吗？就往马就往走啊，拿拳反击，不要拿腿反击。现在打的这个，一个是压迫性反击，一个压迫性主动进攻。你一打就能有，你现在一打就处于跑到这种，打你这个3个，啪一个，你稍微一抬腿就没了，抬腿棒一点，一抬腿荡一点更一点，对，组合拳加摔，啊，然后再说腿的事啊，明白了吗？明白吗？你看，他是只有他自己不跑。
Just about to start this second round. As we were saying, there's still a lot left in this fight.
And Simon, it will be interesting to see what Fu shows us in terms of, we saw more hands and looks like he's giving some more exchanges here early on in the first few seconds.
Got through with a big right there.
Both fighters out.
Chinese having to weather a storm here. Started quickly. Can he keep this level of intensity up, though? That's the question. Up against such an experienced opponent. Certainly overwhelmed him early on. There's a long way to go in this round, though. Surely he can't keep that tempo up. And as soon as he slows down, that's when you get the feeling Chiu will take over.
Abdul Kalikov is a very athletic fighter. You see him not really waiting there. He's taking the fight to Fu.
And he has had some joy with his hands. But that's where he's vulnerable. When he gets too close and he's not throwing the bombs, and he's taken down. He's going to get in. He has to keep working. Can't think that he can rest on the inside, because that's not going to happen. He's going to end up on his back.
Fu sliding in for a round, a thigh kick there. And that's... You heard him.
Wow. What is it they shout in the crowd?
Jayo.
Jayo, that was Jayo.
That was a big throw.
To his credit, he's not given up here. Still trying to get through, but no longer the combinations we saw earlier in the round. Now it's just ones, single, strikes, and that's not going to be enough.
It's an example of the balance of Fu. Abdul Kalikov had his leg, and he still ended up losing the point on a takedown.
And there it is. A bit of an unsavory. Unsavory finish to this match. And you don't usually see that in the sport of Sanda.
Now here's an example of where we want to see sportsmanship.
It was a close fight, and a very good fight. Very enjoyable, but sad scenes at the end. Certainly not done themselves any favours. The Russian camp. There we see what was good about that. That's the action itself. Demonstratively being carried out of the arena by his coach. And now back to the action. We move on to the 70 kilogram against Ali A from Turkey, World Championship bronze medalist from Jordan. Al-Kaisi against a man we saw the opening day, Ali A, who lost to Mohamed Saifi of Iran in the round robin. Needs to win here. Jordan in blue, or red rather, and Turkey in blue.
It was a nice combination for Ali. Let's get him on the scoreboard there. It's a big takedown for Jordan.
Feinted to throw the right and then caught him with the left. And again catching him with the right hand. Getting well paid here for his punching.
Neither fighter able to use their legs with precision just yet. It's a huge...
A lot of power behind that throw. Defending that well. Okay, see.
In contrast to, as you have Ali, who initiated that throw but actually ended up losing the points on that exchange. Contrast to some of our other fights where you've seen combinations. So far, the emphasis has been on their punches here.
Windmilling in from Jordan. Not too much snap in those punches, but certainly do some damage if he does connect.
But here, as we count down into the last 10 seconds here, pretty evenly matched. It could go either way.
I'll hand this over to the judges.
And the first round.
It goes to Turkey. Ali A. Both men throwing punches freely. There's a little bit more snap in the work from the Turkish fighter. And there's the strength that Al-Kaisi possesses.
That reverse that we just saw was the difference between points for Red to possibly pull that out, because that was 3 judges to 2. So he was close.
He's not that far away. I don't think he wants to get into a hand fight, fist fight with Ali Ai.
Ali Ai's found greater precision with his punches, so there's a quick, easy takedown.
Going just feigning to go in, ducking down underneath, grabbing one leg.
Pointed attack again.
Good defense.
But here's a case where Jordan really will want to rely on more of an offense. His defense is strong there. We saw that. But his opponent was ahead on points before.
Tries that looping overhead right.
When you have a low-scoring round like this, as we move into the last minute, and you stay close, it's a matter of an opponent. We know that Ali Ai can throw a flurry. He wasn't able to hang on there.
I wonder
Both
how
fighters off.
decisive that will prove in a very, very tight round again. Inside the final minute now. Well, one of those punches found target, the left from Al-Kaisi.
But in our last 40 seconds, Simon, these fighters are literally a point apart.
So he needs to step it up, the man from Jordan. If he's going to take this into a third round. Last half minutes of the contest, maybe.
There's a nice right hook to...
Oh, that punch come through was countered with the right hand. And again, it's so difficult to separate these two in this round.
Thigh kick answered back. It's one way that you see the experienced fighters keep that even.
Did he get paid for that right hand? It could be the difference. And it goes in favour of Ali Ai, who has avenged that defeat in the opening match to Mohamed Saifi. So he now stands on 1 victory, 1 loss. So 1 match left in that round robin, and that will be Al-Kaisi Ali against Mohamed Saifi from Iran. Far better performance from Ali Ai. He was saying good precision in the punching.
So Simon, this is not a illusion for our viewers. This is another Abdul Kalikov here.
He's himself.
And as you can hear from the hometown crowd,
could see a little bit more controversy. Controversy if the Russian fighter loses again, because he's up against another Chinese fighter in Zhang Kun, world champion from Jakarta. And this time it's Ali Abdul Kalikov. A repeat of that final in Jakarta. The Russian taking silver on that occasion. Can he get revenge now? Not just for that defeat, but for his brother as well. A lot at stake. It looked like he landed a right hand.
It's the beauty of the World Cup here. How often do we get to have a rematch like that?
Very true. No points thus far. Oh, that's a lovely left hand. Caught him high up on the temple.
You can see the tenacity in.
He looks fired up, doesn't he?
Yeah. He literally waited for that spinning back fist, and he's off platform.
There's some bad blood up there. Abdulkalikov behind here, quite heavily. Only scoring with one judge so far. It's paid there for that kick.
Zhang is showing us really effective fighting distance, his footwork. Abdulkalikov has had trouble trying to connect with any kick.
So the lead grows in favour of Zhang.
I want you to watch the footwork as Abdulkalikov tries to come in, and how Zhang shifts his stance just out of striking range.
Wheeling round there, 180 degrees. And he gets close in, out of range again. Showing you just how important footwork is. It's not all about striking ability.
You see, every time they break, Zhang is leaning in to begin the attack. It's a very smart strategist there.
Convincing first round. First round goes the home fighter's way. Sure, Russia can't have too many complaints about that round going to one back in 2013. Had to make do with silver last time out. At the moment, just can't get anywhere near Zhang. He's in no mood to lose in front of the home crowd.
You see him pressing after the break. He's waiting for the referee's hand to move.
I think that little show of bad sportsmanship has fired the Chinese fighter up here. No one likes to see that, and it's their sport after all, don't forget.
It's a beautiful thigh kick that we can hear around the arena.
Starting to blow harder now. Ali. Couldn't get the throw.
Abdulkalikov showing us good centering there.
Gets his man down. And all of a sudden, this second round is alive. Zhang now a little bit more cautious. You can hear the crowd in the background playing their parts.
Nice combination there.
Oh, big right hand from Abdul Kalikov. Doesn't connect. Okay, tries the same punch. The Chinese fighter has picked up a few points. Some of the judges' scorecards. Ahead on all 5 now. And that lead will increase. Less than half a minute left. Abdul Kalikov needs to step it up here. This is with that attempted kick to the head. Rushes in.
Abdul Kalikov has tried to mount a fight, but he's lacked precision in the technique. That takedown cost him 2 points. And another one.
Oh, big one to finish it off with. Almost like the coup de grace from Jung Kun, who has taken his place in the final, much to the satisfaction of coach and crowd. And defeat for the second Abdul Kalikov brother. Means that neither of them have made the final here.
As we said, Simon, these are some of the top competitors in the field of Sanda.
Certainly no shame in being defeated by this man. See some of the action again. Quick riposte there from the Russian. And there's the final action from that bout as we move on. Onwards and upwards, in terms of weight anyway. It's the men's 90-kilogram class. And our second look at Ilya Varchania, who lost to the Romanian Ignat in his first match in this round robin. This time he goes up against Hamid Reza Gulipur of Iran. And he's the world champion, so we have the world champion up against the silver medalist. A repeat of the final from last year.
Makes you wonder if our silver medalist checked out his fight footage so he could see what made the difference in that fight.
Exactly.
Gulipur getting the first off platform, and he just showed you a little bit about what he has in his legs to go high on a tall man. That was a head level kick.
Varchania's first fight against the Romanian Ignat. They were both going for their kicks, but both fighters were a lot slower than Gulipur.
Gulipur showing great range and flexibility for a tall man, coupled with his hands.
A couple of punches together. I think they hit the gloves. Oh, down goes the Belarusian. Big half.
Gulipur knows, and the round is over.
Was impressive cut around the ring and his opponent.
That round just finished in just about 1 minute and 30 seconds, just over 1 minute and 30 seconds. Both big men, but Galopour's
you can see it's so costly to miss the punch because these guys are pretty heavy. If they do miss with the punch, that's where that speed will come in handy for Galopour. Certainly sprightly around the ring for a man of his size. He bounces back up again.
Well, we've seen Virginia's not a slow man. He's moving, but here in Galopour's scoring with his techniques.
Gets the kick in early on. And with that kick, he's already in front here. The man from Iran. Tapping out of that punch. Taking his man down.
Beautiful throw.
And it came out of nowhere. Massive throw. Varchinia given a somersault.
And again, Galopour showing you some beautiful suijiao skills.
Fantastic grappling nation, Iran. Always do well in the Olympics, in the wrestling events. Pulling away here. Varchinia all of a sudden being outclassed. Letting his hands down now. That's a dangerous game against someone of this size.
Well, what we see, Simon, is Galopour being able to attack at will. Look at inches he missed and off platform. Inches he missed with this roundhouse to the head. So,
and if that would have connected, it would have been good night for
Galopour is a spinning bat. He's
just too good for the Belarusian.
That's right. It's what you said, outclassed. Whichever technique he wants, he's choosing.
Raw strength.
Not sure what to do about this, but
he's trying everything now.
He's off platform a second time in the round is done.
Varchinia started reasonably well, but class shone through in the end from Galopour.
Winner in the second round is right side.
It's going to be an interesting contest then between Ignat and Galopour. That's more or less a final in this round robin. So another classy performance from an Iranian. Hardly out of breath. Credit to Ilya Varchinia. Shown up here.
For sure.
He wouldn't have taken silver at the World Championships if he didn't have a few strings to his bow.
And again, it shows you the difference between fighters having to fight through a draw, getting that time on the lay tie, the opportunity. That's right. Here, you're up in the championship round.
There we go. The big boys coming into the, or onto the lay tie. Lakshita Thenakun from Sri Lanka against Yu Chiang. For once, China in blue. So that has any effect.
What a great combination by Xiang.
Well, how quick was that? First the left hand and then the throw. Lightning quick. I wouldn't expect that from a guy this size. And he's got the strength to go with it.
Huge lift and throw.
Well, this could be over very quickly.
To a 90+ kilogram opponent. Over his shoulder.
Oh, he's loving this. I'm not sure the Sri Lankan is quite as enthused. Just biding his time. I think he knows he's going to get paid. Whichever technique he uses. Looks a lot heavier than his opponent. The Sri Lankan must be wondering now why he ever got up there in the first place. And it's not just the size, he's got the hand speed as well.
Well, the Sri Lankan, he knows, right? Dinakun knows that if he's fighting Chinese, not going to have a walkover, but he never knows exactly what he's going to get, and he's in a heavyweight category. What he might not have expected is this kind of speed and this kind of dexterity and being able to throw. And we haven't seen much of the hands yet of Xiang.
I think it's another case of what we've talked about on a number of occasions now. He just wants to get some minutes under his belt. He knows he's got this wrapped up, I think. Chiang, and that's no disrespect to Dinakun.
Oh no.
Oh, have I spoken too soon? Lovely kick from the Sri Lankan, but he's hurt now.
We might see the fight stopped. We'll see.
The referee from Kazakhstan just looking into the eyes there of the Sri Lankan. He was caught with a heavy shot.
It's a heavy combination. He initiated it with that kick that he scored.
Yes, seemed to wake the dragon.
Xiang. Lets you know that Xiang's been holding back a gear.
Taking that first round quite easily in the end. Just holding back towards the end there because he wants some more action up on the Leitai. He knows that he'll be going up against the big Egyptian who looked impressive yesterday. Again, impressed with the speed. We were impressed by the Egyptian yesterday and his hand speed, so it could be quite a contest between those two. Seems to have the full package, this guy. Chiang. Full credit to Lakshita Dinakun.
Look, there are the hands. There are the hands.
Oh, big punches going in.
That flurry was at least 5 punches.
They weren't slaps. They were very heavy punches.
Yeah.
Just backing off the Leitai. Trying to get away from that onslaught.
Yeah.
Another
we might see the fight
kick.
stopped. Yeah.
He's definitely being outclassed. Well, there comes the towel.
Yeah.
And that's a wise decision from the coach. Oh, that's a wonderful performance. And he plays up to the crowd. I'm sure enjoyed that. And it's good to see that from the coach. There was no point in that fight continuing. Dinakun out of his depth.
And at the same time that the technique happened, even before the towel came in, they were about to stop the fight. So
you can see Alexander, the referee, looking deep into the eyes of the Sri Lankan, who certainly gave it a go. Did catch Chiang with a big kick of his own, but
that kick to his chin, yeah,
really big hits. That he's even standing there is remarkable. That's
Again,
credit to his durability.
this is without headgear.
That's right. Well, as you know, we're back tomorrow as the dust starts to settle on day 2. We already look ahead to Sunday, finals day, and it promises to be another action-packed day of top quality Sanda. That action gets underway at 10 o'clock local time, as you've just seen, and you can join Anthony Sims and myself again tomorrow as we continue to broadcast live from the Xi'an City Sports Arena. Until then, bye-bye from me.
Bye-bye from me. We'll see you tomorrow.